Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is all about my sinking funds update for October 2022, so don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So another month is over and actually I've taken some money out of some of my sinking funds this past month and I'll explain more about that once we get there. But if you're new here, this is my sinking funds binder. I could not do without this now. I think I've used this setup for the past 3 years. The extra kind of pots of cash throughout the year really does help in terms of keeping my own everyday budget intact without having to dip into it too much with these. And most of the time this sinking fund is done through my side hustle income. So let's get started. I apologise in advance for the state of my nails. I thought I would start treating myself to something that's just for me, which was getting my nails done, and then because I'm not used to it, I first of all can't take this off because I don't know what it's gel nail varnish and I don't have anything that takes off, and then it just looks like a bit of a mess while I wait for my next appointment. So yeah, I apologise for that. But anyway, this binder is just from Amazon, by the way, and the envelopes, I'll link those below. So we're going to start off with Christmas first. Now Christmas is one of the ones that I have actually used this month. I've started my Christmas shopping and I apologise if that offends anybody for mentioning that, but I have to start early. So let's just see what's in here left. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 121, so there's £130 in there. I think I've taken, I think I took £40 out of there. So that's there, and I'm actually going to add the £40 back in for this one. 20, 40, and I'm hoping to get some more Christmas shopping done this month. So again, although I'm adding £40 in there now, the likelihood is that that will probably be taken out as well and spent this month. But that's my Christmas envelope so far, and Christmas is one of the ones that is like almost the most important for me. I wouldn't be able to, especially now given the changing circumstances, I wouldn't be able to give them the Christmas that I wanted if I just left it to my everyday budget, because there wouldn't be anything there. So Christmas is definitely one of the envelopes I'm so glad I started. The next one is birthdays. So my youngest son's birthday is in December, so I'm conscious that that's coming up as well as Christmas. So birthdays is another one that's going to be emptied. Actually there's another couple of birthdays before that as well. So there's £40 in there at the moment, and I'm actually going to add £50 to the birthdays envelope, which seems quite a lot. But like I say, my youngest son's birthday is in December as well. So there's £50 going into the birthdays envelope. And actually, and this relates to this in quite well. So somebody asked me, what do you do if you buy things online using the cash envelope system? What happens is, and birthdays is a prime example of this. So I know, for example, I'm going to be buying his main birthday present online. It's on Amazon, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the cash that I've got in the cash envelope and actually buy an Amazon voucher to then add onto my account online. Other things I bought online, so for Christmas presents that I buy from I like to buy Christmas presents from kind of independent retailers, and birthday presents to be fair, but sometimes it's not possible. And if I was going to buy something, say a Christmas present from an independent shop online, which I'm doing and I have done already, what I do is I then take the money out of the Christmas envelope and either pay it back in the bank if I need to, or I'll keep it and use it as cash for like my weekly spends instead, depending on the amount. So that's how that works for me, and again, it doesn't stop me from spending online, but it makes me more mindful of that. So Christmas and birthdays is the one where that really does matter in terms of how that works, and that's how that works for me. If you're going to use cash envelopes and use it like this, you need to figure out your own system. And you know, it's just occurred to me that I'm using envelopes and cash with the Queen on, but obviously that would change, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be strange to have someone else's face on our money? Anyway, school related expenses are next. There's only £10 in here at the moment because I bought their school uniform and school shoes and peak and all the kind of stuff they need at the start of the term, and I'm hoping that there aren't that many expenses apart from maybe like a Christmas school trip. I don't even know if they're a thing anymore. So I'm going to put just £10 in here just so I add something, but it's not a lot because I don't want a lot to be sat there. So £10 in that makes that £20. I generally have no idea if they're going to go on a school trip or not, but it's there just in case, or if they need, I don't know, something else related to school. School holidays. So the school holidays in the UK are in 2 weeks, not that anybody's counting. And actually I'm quite looking forward to, I like this time of year to be fair, so I'm looking forward to getting out and about and doing things. So how much is in here? 20, 40, £60 in there. So I'm just going to put another £10 in there, and that makes £70 for half term. Maybe not as much as I'd like, but it's still better than nothing, isn't it? And I mean, we can go out and do some nice things and have some treats. Or they can anyway. Don't know if I'd call going to soft play or farm a treat for me, but they love it. So £10 has gone in there for the school holidays fund, and that makes that £70. And like I say, the next half term is in 2 weeks here, so by the next sinking fund update, that probably might be empty. But that's what it's there for. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to empty the envelope and it'll be zero again. But the whole point of sinking funds is that they're short-term savings goals that help you when you need it. So that's the whole point of these. And the next one is car. So again, just something, although if anything went drastically wrong with the car, this wouldn't cover it, but it would help, wouldn't it, to go towards it. So how much is in here? 20, 40, 60. So £70 already in there. And I'm going to put this final £10 in the car fund, that makes that £80. The final £10 is going to go in there. I don't even think it would buy me like a, well, it wouldn't, would it? It wouldn't buy me a set of tyres if I needed them. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So £10 has gone into the car fund for now, and that kind of goes on. With clothes, there's £30 in the clothes envelope. I'm not going to add anything to clothes this month. I don't need any more clothes, the boys don't need any more clothes, and yeah. So I'm going to leave that at £30 for now. That doesn't, or hopefully won't need kind of adding too much. I'm not going to go on about the fact that I hate clothes shopping. If you're not new here, you'll know how many times I've mentioned that before, so let's not dwell on that. There's £30 in the clothes envelope just in case, and then there's, so the final sinking fund is Disneyland, which I'm going to show you in a second, and then the other one that I'm doing at the moment, and this is available on my Etsy store, is the 52-week challenge, and I've got up to week 7 in that, and I'm really loving that actually, although when it gets to 47, you know, the higher numbers, it might be a bit of more of a tricky challenge, but that's the point of it. A challenge is meant to challenge you, isn't it? But that's available on my Etsy if you want to join me in that. I'll leave a link below to that. And then the final one, my favourite one, isn't it, let's be honest, is Disneyland. Let's see how much I've got in here already. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140. So there's £150 in that already. I'm going to put the final £60 into the Disneyland fund. 20, 40, 60. So that's the final £60 of my sinking funds there, and that's going to go in there. And someone commented on how not to worry that I'm not taking my children as soon as I'd want them to, because the older they are, the more chance they have of remembering it all, and also the older they are, the more chance they are likely to be able to go and everything as well. And I'd not thought about those 2 points, so thank you for sharing that. I am looking forward to this though. And I say I'm taking them like because of them, because they'll have a fantastic time, and they will, but I will equally have a fantastic time. I'm not going to lie about that. It's just as much for me and to watch them experience that as it is for them. So we're plodding on as well. I have been looking at places to stay and things like that already. I'm kind of getting a bit carried away, to be honest. But it's something nice to look forward to, isn't it? And that's the last sinking fund, because I didn't put anything in the clothes fund, and then that's just in there as a savings challenge at the back. So that is my update for my sinking funds for October 2022. How are your sinking funds going? Have you got any? What's your favourite? Have you spent any like me? Let me know down below in the comments how you're getting on. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.